guys, Dolly here. Welcome back to Gypsy Rose Papery. I hope that the lighting is okay because it is an unexpectedly gloomy day today. It is raining and it's only 9 in the morning, so not a usual Florida morning. But I wanted to quickly pop in and go through my December daily days 1 through 7. Like I promised in my day 6 journal with me. So it's gotten really fat, as you can see. I know I have talked about its girth in my previous videos, but I'm gonna pop it out here. And so for those of you that are not familiar with my series, first, welcome. And if you are not subscribed, then you can subscribe by hitting the little fairy on the bottom right hand corner. And so this is a journal that I made for myself, and I made some that also were in my shop and they came with ephemera kits. And then in here I've also used the mystery kits that I sold during Black Friday. So we'll just flip right in. So in the front here I used some of the ribbon from the ephemera kits to make a pocket, and then one of the tags in that kit just to say that this is my December daily of 2018. So that's in the front there. So day 1, I hand lettered all my numbers. I punched out little scallop circles with leftover Christmas scraps, some of which was included in those kits, and I made my own numbers. And then here, every day I try to make a theme, and what I try to do with every day is have my theme, do a little bit of journaling about the theme, and then also one thing I'm grateful for that day. So this day's theme on day 1 was the Christmas blanket, and I'll flip it sideways. And what I did is I journaled on the back of the envelope, but basically I have this blanket that my dogs absolutely adore, and I take it out during this time and they all take turns. So that's my Lucy, and I do have quite a few dogs. I'm a dog lover, so I've got, I won't say how many, but I've got a lot, you'll see. And so that's my Lucy. She's a Boston Terrier. And then that is Charlie. Let's see if you guys can see it all. That's my Charlie. He's a lab, and he actually, this part of my house, I'm trying to see if you guys can see. This part of my house, he's not allowed in, so he sneaked his way in there to get on the blanket. And then under here, this black little piece of soot there, that's my Brownie. He is a little mix, and I had to put his name down there because otherwise I wouldn't remember. And I'm starting to hear thunder, so if you guys hear thunder, that's what it is. And then I left some spaces because I know that there'll be more cute dog blanket pictures, so I could put some pictures on the back of these as well. So that is day 1, and then I just secure it here with a little piece of sari silk. And I just did a little decoupage of a little French bulldog. It's Christmas, and these were included in the kits as well. I had some ask me to show how I incorporated the kits. So a lot, if not, I would say 90% of the stuff in here are from both of those kits. Either if you bought the journal with the little ephemera kit, or if you just bought the mystery kit, all that stuff is in here in some manner. So I won't keep saying this is from the kit, this is from the kit, this is from the kit, because it sounds really obnoxious to me, and I'm sure it does to you too. So just pretty much everything is something from the kit, and you know, everybody got different stuff in those mystery kits, so I'm sure you will see your stuff as I go along. So I try to do 2 pages per number. One to do like a little picture montage or little picture gallery, and then on the other side I did journaling. So on this side I did journaling, and then I used this vintage like Christmas gift ordering sheet. It's from a magazine. I used one of the stamps and I just hand lettered the lyrics to Santa Baby. And then on this side, I left the vellum because I love how you can see day 2 through it, like a little window. And so day 2 is Christmas movie. I meant to write favorite Christmas movie, but I messed up and it wouldn't fit. Not with this giant Frosty. So if you haven't seen this movie, I won't give you spoilers, but Frosty has a role in it. So I wrote a quote from the movie, Free Frosty, and then this is the poster from when the movie came out. And I thought this was so hilarious because this is my favorite Christmas movie. It came out on November 24th, however many years ago. I think this is from like, I don't know, the 90s or something. It came out on my birthday, so I thought that was cute. And then these are all still day 2. So I made a makeshift Rolodex card out of Christmas scrap paper, and here I wrote what I was grateful for. And I didn't want to cover this up because it has a little poem about Christmas Eve. And so I put these here. And then some of these pieces, like this and this, are from Ayozie's her kits. I bought one of her journals with her ephemera kits because I'm a huge fan of Ayozie. And if you don't know her or you have not seen her beautiful journals and creations, I'm gonna link her. You guys please go check her out because she's amazing. But she sent all these cute little bits of ephemera, and so in the back of this guy I did some journaling as well. He just looks so good against this red. And then on here, I just collaged some paper and this little gnome from Ayozie's kit. And this is a little tuck spot. And so on some of the book pages, I didn't want to throw out like the words because I felt like I could use them later. So I just tucked it in here for safekeeping. And then we're on day 3. Gosh, I feel like I'm talking a lot in this video. I might have to edit down. I feel like I'm being overly chatty. On day 3, the theme is the Great Christmas Tree Hunt. And this is me, like a loony, going around my workplace. My workplace is huge. It's basically a small city. And there's all these gorgeous Christmas decorations, and it just brightens up my day every day when I go to work, and they just have everything so beautifully decorated. And so these are some of the trees I was able to find. So they had a white Christmas tree with all red trimmings, then they had a really cute green tree with like all candy themed ornaments, and let's see, I'll have to push it up so you guys can see. It's like all candy themed ornaments. And then here, this was in one of the gift shops, and it had all gold and silver, and it was just so beautiful. So I left the other side open because my goal is to continue to find more Christmas trees. I mean, my job is huge, so I'm sure there's at least another 3 that I haven't found, but I will. So I left space to put those in there when I do finally find those. And then here, I wrote a little thing about the day and what I'm grateful for. Actually, I think here I wrote what I'm grateful for, and then back here I wrote about the actual hunting of the trees. And then this page, it's hard to see, but I just hand lettered "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas" because I think that was the song that was playing. So also on top of all the Christmas decorations, my job plays Christmas music over the loudspeakers. So I think that was the song that was playing while I was out and about looking for Christmas trees. And then day 4, I wanted to use one of the book pages I had included. And so this side was a white page, and it was very stark, and it was very kind of monotone against this cream colored page. And so some asked me what they could do as far as covering blank pages. Book pages are a really good option, and they really add a lot, I think, to your spread. So here I wrote a quote from The Night Before Christmas. I wrote, "Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." And so it's really beautiful illustration from this book. And on day 4, I didn't write what my theme was, but basically this is a picture of all my Christmas decorations in boxes still. It's scary. I felt so super overwhelmed by this pile of Christmas stuff, and so as soon as I saw this, I decided that it is time to downsize. So we have pretty much pulled out everything that we were going to use to decorate, and everything we're not using is going to be donated. So I wrote yikes here because I literally, my husband took them out of the garage while I was at work. And when I got home, this was like the first thing I saw when I walked in the door, and I was like, holy moly. So I just wrote a little thing here about how much fun, sarcastically, it would be going through all these boxes. And then here I wrote just what I'm grateful for and Christmas decorations that I love. And so these are all mostly thrift store finds. I think this one is a Target find. And here I have my collection of vintage Santa mugs, and those are all from different thrifts throughout the area. And then this gem right here is a Santa's Ark cookie jar, and I bought that for $4, and it is huge at a thrift store. And so that is definitely one of my prized possessions as far as Christmas decorations go. So I wanted to write about those. And then day 5 is I wrote "Oh Christmas Tree," and it's about my own tree. And I used the remainder of this book page because it was too wide to cover this flip, and I put a little tab. And then here I wrote "Productive Day," and I wrote all about how I was able to get finally on day 5 of December my Christmas tree up. I really like the look of tabs in my journals, and I may have said this already, but I watched Linda Israel's sort of tutorial on how you can make shift tabs yourself if you don't have a tab punch. I happen to have a tab punch, but she had some really great ideas, so I will link her as well. But yeah, that is my Christmas tree. And then we are still on day 5. Wow, it was a 4-page spread, or I guess it was a big day because I put up my Christmas tree. But here I used some extra fabric from a project that I was working on as a way to hide my journaling. And then and this was a half page, and what I did is I covered it with the extra Christmas paper scraps that I had kind of lying around, and I made a little tag for myself with one of the recipe cards. And so on here I wrote what I was grateful for, and then this goes tucked right back in there. And I just put a little sari silk there because I like the way it peeks out of the book. And then this is a piece of packaging. I think it was, I'm not sure, I think it was gift tags. But I love this little bow, and so I put it on there, and it kind of peeks out too. I love it when things sort of peek out. I think it adds interest to your journal. So that all, geez, was day 4. Okay, wait, sorry, was day 5. All of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, is day 5. And then day 6 we did together. It was the book page that I used to cover this page because it was very dark. I did finally color it in, and I hand lettered. And I can link the video for day 6 and the Junk Journal With Me episode at the end of this video, so you guys can watch it if you want to. And here I put all my favorite Christmas ornaments, and then my little Mrs. Claus because she's super special. I wrote her little story here, and I kind of just washi this in. And then in here I wrote just what I'm grateful for. And then this is day 7 finally. So day 7, here I wrote what I was grateful for, and I just used an old Christmas card, and I punched a decorative punch, and then with the remainder I made a little tag where I wrote what I was grateful for. This is a paper clip from the Planner Society, And this was a leftover digi that I didn't use. I think it was Tsunami Rose, and I just pasted her on there. And so this is my day 7, and in here I wrote Christmas wish. It's again more stuff about my job because their decorations are goals, and here is a little montage that they put up in one of the kind of like, they have these tables out in their gift shop. And so the gift shop is where I get my coffee every morning. So every morning I'm seeing all this gorgeousness, and I'm like, oh, it's so hard because I want to buy stuff. And this beautiful ornament, which is like a little chihuahua in a glass globe, so beautiful. But thankfully everything's super expensive, and so I have to be careful, and so that's what stops me from buying everything. But that's what I wrote about here, is how I want to buy everything. And it's really hard because, like I said, I'm there every single morning getting my coffee. I need to find a new place to get my coffee, I think. And today technically is day 8, and I'm a little behind. I just cut some ephemera out. I'm hoping to make this a flip up like this, and write my gratitude here and my journaling here, and then on this side will be my little gallery of pictures. I have not decided yet. Well, correction, I had decided what today was going to be about. Usually on the weekends I like to go hiking out near the lake, but it is so terribly gloomy and rainy today, so that's not going to happen. So now I have to figure out what my day 8 will be. Probably another movie, and then I was thinking about making some soup because this is perfect soup weather. So maybe I'll put in my recipe for my soup on here. I have not decided. That is my flip through. That is my December daily so far. I have really been enjoying the process, and I never thought myself as a chronological journaler, but I've really been enjoying kind of doing page by page and numbering them, and this is going to be such a treat to go back to next year and see everything that we did. Anywho, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and for checking out my video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, hopefully not dreary and gloomy like mine, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!